Let's go back in time, deep into history, to a man whose thoughts sparked a revolution. A man who asked the questions no one dared to ask. His name was Abraham, but before he became a prophet, before he became Avraham Avinu, he was a rebel. Now let's pause. Because modern science tells us the human brain is capable of extraordinary states, through dreams, trauma, even plant-based rituals. Could Abraham have experienced something that altered his consciousness? Possibly. In the ancient world, rituals using plants, incense, and sacred herbs were common, some of which are known today to have psychedelic effects. So here's a man, possibly under the influence of sacred ritual, or maybe just sharp critical thinking, and he does the unthinkable. He breaks the idols, literally, and walks away from the world he knows. But he doesn't start a religion. He starts a movement, a wave of ethical thinking. One God, one humanity, one moral compass. And people follow. Abraham's journey didn't begin with blind faith. It began with logic, with rejection of nonsense. And it led to a vision powerful enough to last thousands of years. Now fast forward. Many generations later, the descendants of Abraham are slaves in Egypt. Among them is Moses, a man born Hebrew but raised Egyptian, a man torn between two worlds. Moses doesn't start with faith either. He starts with justice. He kills an Egyptian for beating a slave. He runs away. And in the wilderness, something happens. The story says God appeared to him in a burning bush. But again, what if it wasn't literal? He was in a land full of rituals, plants, and visionary practices. Could it have been a trance, a psychological rupture, or simply a metaphor for awakening? Moses returns to Egypt with a mission. He challenges the Pharaoh using signs, words, and willpower. Whether we take the 10 plagues literally or as symbolic strategy, the result is the same. He frees his people, not just physically, but mentally. He gives them laws, a system, a moral backbone. And then later in history, the sages, the Hazal. They preserve, analyze, and expand on everything that came before. They're aware of the ancient rituals and incense, even of the physical effects of substances used in the temple. But they redirect it. They filter it into structure and halacha. The mystical becomes legal. Now let's tie it together. What if Abraham wasn't just the first believer, but the first skeptic? What if Moses wasn't just a prophet, but a revolutionary? What if religion itself was born not out of blind obedience, but out of sharp rebellion, deep thinking, and maybe altered states? And what if that story, of one man thinking differently, is the most powerful truth humanity ever told? This isn't blasphemy, it's respect. It's a deeper kind of faith, in the power of the mind, the courage of the soul, and the fire of a question. And that's the story we're going to tell. Maybe God didn't speak. Maybe someone just started listening. Hit that subscribe button and follow the journey. Next up, Moses, the man who spoke with God.